Okay, so this video is about me being 13 and pregnant. Okay, so this video is to clear up, for number one, rumors, people that want to know, like, personally, how is it being a teenage mother, and for females who wants and thinks that like having a baby at a young age is okay for one, and they feel as though they want to do it because either way they just want to experience, or they just think it's cool, or they just see everybody else doing it or whomever else doing it, and they're just like, oh, it looks easy, oh, babies are cute, oh, they're this and that. No. Okay, so first I'm going to say questions that a lot of people ask me. The first question is, did I plan it? No, I did not plan my pregnancy. Honestly, I was planning on never to have kids. I was never going to have a child. Never. Like, for some reason, I didn't want kids, unless probably like marriage was involved. But otherwise, I didn't even want to get married. I just wanted to just, you know. But yeah, no, I did not plan it. But the father did plan it. He had it all planned. He planned it for himself. But personally, I didn't plan anything. It was just me and him being in a relationship, sexual intercourse, and then boom, we done. But obviously, he had other plans. But anyways, number two, how did I know? Honestly, I didn't know. It's just I had a weird feeling, like my body didn't feel the same anymore after a couple of weeks then passed. But I realized changes, and I did research. I was just afraid. Of course, we all gonna be afraid to say something like, "Oh, Ma, I think I'm pregnant. Oh, Dad, I think I'm pregnant." No, it's not that easy. But the changes I had and symptoms I had was, usually I lay on my stomach. I lay like this on my stomach when I go to sleep. For some apparent odd reason, I started sleeping on my side. And that's unusual for me because I don't sleep on my side. I never sleep on my side because that was always uncomfortable for me. But for some reason, it just was the most comfortable way to sleep for me when I slept on my stomach. But when I tried to sleep on my stomach, it felt so like it gave me an irritation. Like, it was irritating me a lot. So I didn't sleep on there. I slept on my left side. Foods I usually ate, I couldn't eat it no more because it made me vomit. Like, I had bad morning sickness. It was no point for me to eat because if I eat, all it's gonna do is come back up. The only thing that I ate was like ice. Like, I could eat ice because it made me feel comfortable. Now, otherwise, cravings. I started craving weird stuff. And the most thing I craved when I was pregnant was spicy foods, Mexican foods. Like, for some reason, I was just like, "Ooh, I want some Mexican food. Ooh, I want some hot wings. Ooh, I want some hot Cheetos." Like, I crave stuff like that. That's another reason how I knew. Number three, my mother's reaction and my father's reaction. When I had, actually, I didn't even tell my mom. My mom found out on her own because, keep in mind, I was vomiting. Like, I didn't have my period. I missed my period. I kept vomiting. So months, I think like a month, yeah, months passed. I was 4 to 5 months. Months had passed, and my mom was basically like, "You're vomiting a lot. Like, are you sexually active?" No, that was the first reaction that came out my mouth. I was like, "No," and she was like, "No, I'm gonna get you a pregnancy test." So she did, and I waited in the bathroom stall. She came back in, and she was like, "Take it," and I'm like, "In front of you?" She was like, "Yeah." So I took it in front of her, and I gave it to her. I didn't look at it, so I didn't know what it was. I went in my room. She came in. She was like, "It says positive," and I was like, Well, I don't know how it says positive. I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing that. I don't know what it's talking about. Maybe we need to take another one. But I knew automatically right then and there I was pregnant. Now, after all that had happened, we went to the San Antonio abortion clinic, and they pulled out the sonogram and stuff like that. They put the jelly stuff on my stomach, and as I was looking at the body of the baby, it looked like it didn't look like, but it had a head, nose, all that, like body, like full body. So I was like, that looks like a full body baby. And my mother was like, that don't look like a fetus. It looks like a real live baby. Like, it looked like you real far. Because keep in mind, we thought I was only a couple of weeks. No, I was not. As the same size I am right now, I was like 4 to 5 months, this same size. So I was really small. But they came in and they told me, they was like, Miss Wade, you can't get the abortion done because you are 4 to 5 months. But if you do get it done, I'm basically going to have half of the baby out of me, and I'm going to have to come back to get the other half out. And my mom was like, no. My mom was like, no, she's not going to go through that. We're just going to have this baby, and we're just going to see what's going on from there. But my mom had a mental breakdown. Now, my dad isn't in my life. So he's apparently in and out of my life. Like, we talk sometimes. It's a temporary thing. My father, his reaction, I wasn't afraid at all to tell him because he's not in my life. So his reaction wouldn't really matter, whether if he was mad or happy, however he took it, like, it wouldn't still matter to me. But his reaction, he was calm as always, and he took it very well. But like, he was like, it's gonna be a rough road for you to go down, and he couldn't believe it. No one couldn't believe it. My whole family couldn't believe it, but it happened. But yeah, his reaction, he was very calm. So I knew that was happening. I knew that was gonna happen. So I was like, whatever. So basically, we seen his reaction. I seen my mom's reaction. My mom's reaction was way worse than his, of course. So let's talk about how it is to be a teenage mom. Now, I personally think that it's hard. Like, at first, I was ready for my son to come out. I was like, I'm so ready to have him and all this and that. But when he came, I was like, damn, like, I should have just waited. Like, if I were you, if you're pregnant right now, do not rush your baby to come. Let the baby take its time. Have your fun while you can. Because once they're here, everything stops. Everything stops. Like, especially if you're a teenager, like ages, period, from preteen to I'll say about like 19. Have your fun while you can, because once the baby is here, everything stops. Literally, I'm talking about partying, your friend's house, and all of, like, just imagine you have no baby right now. If you're watching this and you don't have no baby, just imagine all the fun things that you do now. But when you have a baby, all that stops. Like, that's a shutdown, period, point blank, no discussion. But in my experience, when I had my son, I'm gonna tell you right now, all those friends and all those uncles and aunts and, oh, I'm gonna be here for the baby, I'm gonna buy this and that for the baby, throw that shit out the window, because it's not true. They're not gonna buy you anything. You're probably gonna have about like a couple of people come to the baby shower, most likely family, just family, because that's the only people that you're gonna really have. All those friends and stuff that you have now without you having a baby, if you were to have a baby, most of them aren't going to stay. I lost a lot of friends just because I was pregnant. Their parents most likely looked at me a different way now, when little did they know they child was probably doing worse than me. It's just they don't know. But otherwise, I smushed that to the side. But yeah, I lost a lot of friends because either their parents didn't accept the fact I was pregnant. They don't have nothing in common with me, because if you have a baby and you're friends with somebody that don't have a baby, what do y'all have in common? Y'all have nothing in common. You can't really go places because you need a babysitter. They don't have to find a babysitter because at the end of the day, they don't have a baby, but you do. So you want to have to make arrangements for that. What else? When you get into arguments with these females and all this and that, the first thing that they tell you to do is worry about your child and all this and that. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people that just throw stuff up in your face that you thought they were truly your friend and they're not. You're going to have a lot of rumors. When I was in middle school when I got pregnant, so yes, I had teachers that looked at me wrong. That, yeah, you're gonna have teachers that just probably fail you just because of the sake of you being pregnant. They just like, oh, she's not gonna become nothing anyway in life because all she does is have sex. She's pregnant at a young age. She's not raised right. Yeah, people think like that. You're gonna have people making rumors about you. Like, let me tell you, I went to Nolan Middle School in Killeen, Texas. So it was this one rumor I had that somebody had made. They said I got raped. What? What? Yeah, they said I got raped when they don't even, whomever said that, they most likely don't even know me. They just figured, oh, she got raped. She's young. So yeah, that's how she got pregnant. She got raped. The first time people had realized I was pregnant in school, it was this new girl in school, and I had a baby bump. And after lunchtime, my stomach was like, it was growing more, and she was like, oh, she's pregnant. She has a baby bump. That's when everybody realized I was pregnant. But yeah, most of the friends that you have now, you're not going to have them if you have a child. Now, regardless, with you and the father, I'm just letting y'all know, like, wait to get pregnant. Don't think about all that baby fever and stuff. Y'all need to let baby fever go. That baby fever is trying to set you up for a rude of awakening, and I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't have no baby fever. Don't be worried about no baby fever. When you have sex, use condoms because it's too much. Now, me and the father's bond, I'm being completely honest with y'all right now. Like, no cut cards, no sugarcoating. I don't like my baby father. We are complete, basically strangers. I am a single parent. I do everything on my own with the support of my mom and my stepfather. With my baby father, I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. He put me through a lot of mess. I'm talking about with females, him telling me one thing and then it ended up being another. It was a lot, and a lot of people ask me why don't I have a good relationship with my baby father. It's because I basically got left feeling like, well, I didn't get left, he got left, but the way the situation ended, I feel like I feel like I made this baby by myself. Like, I feel like I made my child by myself, and I'm in this by myself. So that's just how I take it. And regardless with Kion's father, me and him didn't last long because he had another baby on me. If y'all were wondering, because I know a lot of people are wondering, like, what happened to him. Yes, he had another baby on me, and he had a baby on me